Hey there, welcome back to my video. My name is Ebony and this is my journey to better health and self-care. If that is something that you're interested in and you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join the family. And if you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. It's good to see you. So in today's video, I will be making two meals. One will be Skinny Taste spinach lasagna roll-ups, and the second will be my Mandarin chicken meal. They're pretty easy to make. They're a family favorite of mine, and I would like to share them with you. So let's get started. So in this first meal, you'll need chicken, broccoli, one green pepper, an onion, a little bit of cilantro, red pepper, some Mandarin teriyaki sauce, and rice. So let's get cooking. So the first thing that I like to do is I like to add in my rice cooker. I added about 4 cups in there because it does take the longest to make. And then I chopped up my vegetables, my green pepper, red pepper, and onion. I chopped them up vertically and then one chop horizontally. And then you can chop up your cilantro as well. So after I chopped up my vegetables, I put my broccoli inside of my pan. There was no spray oil or butter or anything in that pan. It was just a hot pan, and I put my broccoli in so it can kind of roast. I then sprayed my other pan with spray oil, and then I put my chicken in and I cooked it down to my liking before I added anything else to the pan. After the chicken was cooked down to my liking, I began to chop it up in little pieces. I did use chicken tenderloin, and it was pretty easy for me to chop these up in little bite-sized pieces. So this is where you add in your green pepper, red pepper, and onion, not your cilantro yet. You'll cook that down until your liking. I like to cook them down al dente because they will cook a while with everything else. So you don't want to have really soft vegetables. Here I'm just stirring my broccoli. I like my broccoli to be more so like roasted broccoli, so that's why I don't use anything in the pan. I just let the pan cook the broccoli as is. You guys, this is the main ingredient right here, the cilantro. It makes this food taste really, really good. And if you have more is better. More is better. I love this herb is my favorite, and it makes the food taste amazing. So if you have more cilantro, add it in. Here I'm adding in my Mandarin sauce. Make sure that you're measuring it with a measuring spoon, but I do add in about 5 tablespoons. If I were making it just for myself, I would add in less, but because I'm making it for more people, I'm adding in more, and I will count the points for that. I do believe with this Mandarin sauce, the points are 1 tablespoon for 2 smart points on Weight Watchers Blue. So what I'm doing here is I'm just adding my sauce, and then I'm just mixing it in, incorporating it into my meal, making sure that all of the chicken and the vegetables are coated with the sauce. So I'm just actually plating all of my food, putting it into my bowls. The chicken first, the broccoli, and then the rice took a little bit longer. But this meal takes about 15 minutes to make. Now I did have chicken already seasoned and put in my refrigerator for this meal, which I normally do after I go grocery shopping. I season my foods. So if you are just seasoning your foods for the first time making this chicken meal, it still shouldn't take very long. It took about 15 minutes for me to prepare all of this food, and the rice took a little bit longer in my rice cooker. So because I'm on Weight Watchers Blue, this meal will be 5 smart points or 8 smart points if I decide to have half a cup of chicken, which is 3 smart points, or a full cup, which is 6 smart points. Depending on how much you're having, that will determine how many points there are. Hey guys, so for my lasagna spinach roll-ups, I have already started boiling my water, and also I have marinara sauce here. Now I've already made my own marinara sauce. You can make your own, you can buy store-bought marinara sauce, whatever you need to do to get this dish on, because this dish is absolutely amazing. So I will put my noodles in, and then I will show you what I'll do next. Okay guys, so because I've made this before, I know that it only takes 12 noodles, and my pan is pretty big. So I'm just going to drop those in there and let those cook al dente. I do not cook them all the way because I will be putting them in my oven. So I let them cook al dente, and I'll take them out in just a moment. So instead of using 3 ounces that she recommends, I'm going to use 5 because my family likes a little bit cheesy, and I'll just do the regular on my portion. So what I started to do was add in all of the ingredients. I first added in a bag of spinach, 2 cups of ricotta cheese, that's 16 ounces. I added in a half a cup of the Parmesan cheese and 1 egg. Once you add those into the bowl, make sure that you're mixing it pretty well. I actually had to kind of smash it in to incorporate it all together, but the consistency comes out pretty creamy once you're finished with everything. After I've done that, I get a piece of parchment paper. This is completely optional, but it seemed to work out well for me, and also the cleanup was pretty easy. So I got my piece of parchment paper, and then I put on my lasagna noodles on top of that. But before I did that, I actually got my pan and put in 2 cups of my marinara sauce on the bottom of the pan. And then I would put my lasagna noodles after they're rolled up on top of that marinara sauce. After I've placed my lasagna noodles on my parchment paper, I then measured out 1/3 of a cup of the mixture and I put it in each of my lasagna rolls. I have 12 lasagna rolls, so I will repeat this process 2 times, but right now I'm using 6, and then I'll roll them up and then I will do 6 more. After I finish putting in the mixture in each of the lasagna rolls, I then smash it down and make sure that it covers the whole lasagna roll. Then I would roll up each roll and then I would put them face down in the sauce. So these are the other 6 lasagna rolls. I will do the same process, roll them up and put them into the sauce. When I have finished rolling up all of the lasagna rolls, I place them into the pan, and then I put 2 more cups of the spaghetti sauce on top of the rolls. You can add more or less of the marinara spaghetti sauce if you choose. Each cup of mine is 3 smart points. You can add more or less if you choose. Then I add the cheese on top. Now that the meal is complete, you will pop this in your oven on 350 degrees for 40 minutes uncovered. So you can either put the lasagna roll-ups in the oven on 350 degrees for 40 minutes like you just saw me do, or you can put it in the freezer and package it up and have it for another night's meal, especially on the nights that you are running around and you don't want to cook. So that's what I'm going to be doing here with mine. I'm going to put it in the freezer and then bring it out for another night's meal. Thank you guys for watching. That is the end of the video. I just wanted to say both of those meals took about 15 minutes to make. They're really easy. If you get the ingredients, you'll be happy that you did. They are really yummy and your family will love them. And one of the meals also I actually put in my freezer to use for a meal during the week when I don't want to cook. So thank you again guys for watching. Thank you for supporting me on my journey. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, like and share this video, and until the next time guys,